video is brought to you by Letsynthesize Academy, the #1 place for practice-oriented courses for serious music producers.
Yo, Larsen here, welcome to the newest Synthesize Sunday episode, and today I want to show you how I tried to remake that main very mystic sound from the movie Annihilation from Moderate like this. Like always, you can grab this sound from my Patreon with tons of other stuff and click here for my academy if you want to learn more about music production, but right now let's jump into it. Alright, so I have two versions from the same sound. This is the original coming from Serum. And this is the sample format. So I would say this is a little closer to the original. And simply because I hear that there are some very short delays on the original one that basically stops playing at the end. So here it stops playing. Also, there is another part here, is that you can see here that we have a sub-instruments playing under the main instrument too, but at the end it starts keeping sustaining. So this is why I think that these were two separate instruments, or I don't know how the original artist made it, but this is my bad. It basically plays along with the main instrument, but at the end it starts just, keeping going forward. It doesn't really matter what the sub-instrument plays after the main instrument. We definitely need to model this thing, so we need a sub-instrument under the sound. But when I made it, the sub and the main instrument somehow just play differently. So as you can see, I have one Serum instrument. But it's like the sub would play a different role, and I was not able to fix that. So this is why I thought that I would resample it. So this was my resampled MIDI, put it into sampler. And the only thing I did is just play it with the main envelope, especially with the release at the end, as you can see, and with the delay at the end. The same way what we hear in the original one. But besides that, everything is just, is a sample playback. I only started it a little later, because again, as I played with the main envelope inside Serum, somehow the two instruments just was not able to keep up. So the sample format is this simple. I just had to add an extra bunch of distortion, some EQ and a delay. Now let's jump into Serum and let me show you how I made this sound. So as I told you before, I had to use a sub oscillator. Playing with envelope 1, adding this to the sub oscillator level, and I had to do something with the main instrument, and that was a simple sine and a solve wave 1 octave higher. But the main point here is the unison voices. Without unison, the whole sound plays very differently, especially because of the distortion. So let me show it to you. I'm using one voice of unison, and I'm driving it with filter 1, and this is actually acts like a peak filter. So you can hear that it is very heavily boosted at around like 600 Hz. And then I had to add a distortion. This is without the unison voices. It sounds very flat and like not the original one at all. But with 5 voices of unison, we are getting there very, very fast. You can hear that trombone kind of texture to the whole sound. Then I had to add a compression. It is getting even better. Some chorus. An equalizer drop of the very lows and the very highs. And this is to shape the sound, because the original one is very, very dull, very hidden in the background, I would say, not very sharp at all. Then another filter. Reverb and a delay to the end. So you can hear the delay is very, very important, especially listening to the original one. So I was not able to do anything, because if I pull back the envelope, because of the filtering and the distortion, the two sounds was just not in sync, and it is not a good thing. But basically what I did is I used a simple sine and a 1 octave higher saw wave, crunching them together create a very nice trombone kind of sound. And then after that, just slight touches to color them. And of course, as you can hear, the sub is a different instrument. But after putting them into sampler, everything makes sense. Right, if you want to download the sound, go to my Patreon and click here if you want to learn more about music production. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.